Deep inside a peaceful jungle, a giant elephant believed small animals were weak and useless. But one tiny mouse was about to prove that even the smallest creature can make the biggest difference. Near a sparkling river in the heart of the jungle lived an enormous elephant named Titan. Titan was the biggest animal for miles around. His footsteps shook the ground. His trumpet echoed through the trees. But Titan was also very proud. Whenever small animals crossed his path, he laughed at them. "Move aside," he would roar. "Tiny creatures are always in the way." Not far from the river lived a little mouse named Milo. Milo was tiny, gentle, and clever. He spent his days gathering seeds and helping other animals whenever he could. Even though many animals ignored him, Milo believed every creature mattered. One sunny afternoon, Milo was carrying berries through the grass, when suddenly, thump, 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 Titan came stomping through the jungle. "Watch out!" cried the birds. The giant elephant accidentally crushed Milo's berry basket beneath his huge foot. "Squish! My berries!" Milo squeaked sadly. Titan looked down and laughed loudly. "Oh please," he said. They were only tiny berries for a tiny mouse. Milo frowned. Being small doesn't make someone unimportant. But Titan only chuckled and walked away. Later that week, hunters entered the jungle. They set huge rope traps between the trees. That evening, Titan marched through the forest proudly, without noticing the trap hidden beneath the leaves. Snap! Strong ropes tightened around his legs. The giant elephant crashed to the ground. Titan struggled with all his strength. But the ropes only tightened more. "Help!" he trumpeted desperately. But the larger animals were too frightened to come near the hunter's trap. Then, a tiny voice spoke nearby. "Milo is here." The elephant blinked in surprise. "The mouse?" Milo nodded bravely. "You once laughed at me," he said. "But I will still help you." Without wasting time, Milo called his mouse friends. Soon dozens of tiny mice arrived. "Nibble! Nibble! Nibble!" Together, the mice chewed through the thick ropes. One by one, the ropes snapped apart. Finally, free! Titan stood up slowly. The mighty elephant had been rescued by the smallest animals in the jungle. Titan lowered his giant head respectfully. "I was wrong," he admitted quietly. "I thought size was everything." Milo smiled kindly. "Everyone has strengths," he said. "Big or small." From that day on, Titan became gentle and respectful toward all animals. And whenever tiny creatures crossed his path, he stepped carefully and smiled warmly. The jungle became happier and kinder than ever before. And so, the jungle learned, no one is too small to help others or make a difference. Because kindness, teamwork, and courage are far more important than size or strength. If this story found its way to your heart, subscribe or follow the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next one. Every story begins here, and every time you share it, it reaches a little further.